What's up? Whoops. Uh-oh. Did Google Play screw up my emulator? Hyper-V is detected. Please disable Hyper-V, otherwise emulator cannot... Uh-oh. Yeah, Google Play messed with my Nox. No, stop. Reboot the computer twice. Okay. Oh. Gonna have to wait a second. I was really hoping that the Google Play thing would have OPTC or some sort of support for it, but who knows. Okay, and now I need to restart again. Okay. Now it should, hopefully. Let's see. Yep. Okay, it looks like it fixed it. Oh yeah, let me... add that in a certain spot. But also date time, just 15th should be good. There we go. I don't even know if... Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to have both Nox for data mining and Google Play PC version, because I don't think I can data mine that one, because I don't think they'll give me root access. Maybe they will. Who knows? Maybe root access is something they're thinking about implementing, or somebody will figure out how to implement. Imagine trying to do things the proper way. Imagine Bandai... Well, I can't... Bandai does have a game on the Google Play thing, but... it's just one of the games, and it's the SAO MMO that... I have no clue if... I've never heard of the game itself, and I don't know if anyone else plays it. Treasure Map Legends, Treasure Map Legends, Treasure Map Legends. I was hoping they'd show Inu Neko in one of these, because then that would be like a pretty dead giveaway that Inu Neko might be the next legend, but it's the Kizuna banner where they show the 6+ legend. Okay. I don't know why I keep on pressing buttons. I need to go here to get info on these units anyway. Dex, 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 Psi. It's Marco first. Yeah. Marco, young bird, bluebird, dancing in battle. I'm surprised that Marco had his devil fruit when he was that young. Honestly. I thought he would have gotten it when he was a little bit older, but no, he's basically like a young teen. And he had his devil fruit. Four sockets, 99, 4. Let me just do this here. It really feels like the past couple months has been kind of radio silence from Bandai. Like, what was the last big communication from Bandai? The Toadski, Roger interviews? Kind of feels like we've been sitting in the dark for a bit. We didn't get any producer videos for New Year's or this month or anything like that. So, Young Witch, Dancing at Sunset. Is that the first time? I don't remember them referring to her as a witch. Or was she called the Ice Witch or something like that? I forget. I don't know why they call her a witch. They never really explain that. Well, at least we'll know tonight who's getting the 6+ this month. Slasher Striker. That's actually pretty surprising he's not Powerhouse. Crewmate of Whitebeard Pirates, he confronts the Roger Pirates. He has never slept in his life, even during the fierce battle that lasted 3 days and nights. I always forget those like little tidbits of lore. Like he's never slept. No wonder Marco's like, there's something wrong with his body that allows him to do what he does. Like, the dude doesn't sleep. $5, 60 cost. 4 combo, 1 socket. It's a cool sprite. I like his kimono. Izo has a cool kimono in that art. Okay. Secret limited. Treasure map. Young. Might as well, because it's young Marco, young Whitey Bay, young Blackbeard, young Gizo. Hey Katsu, what's up? Oops, I deleted a T. Up. That's not needed. Did I catch the direct yesterday? Yeah. I watched it on stream. Fighter Powerhouse, Attack and Recovery. Fighter Powerhouse. Super excited to see Game Boy Advance added to Nintendo Switch Online. Yeah. Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. Back in HP. Are you 1.3 or did I imagine that? You are 1.3. Okay. 20 HP. Except Slasher. Yep. Okay. Slasher striker, just attack. Ezo. Reduce reroll attack by 2, HP 1.3. That's actually pretty high HP for level 1. Huh. Shooter, not free spirit. Cerebral. Is there a legend in the rare recruit batch? No, they're all 5 stars. Marco 5-star. Lady Bay 5-star. Blackbeard 5-star. Is he called Blackbeard? No, yeah. He's Marshall Teach. Marshall Teach. And 2x. 2.25. 2.5. 2.5. 5. 3.5 probably. Yeah, it'll be hard to find friend captains this treasure map. And Whitey Bay is supposed to be the major booster. 18 to 13. $19 to $14. To 13. You have 4 gems. You can't even pull on the treasure map banner. Use your last 50 trying to get Kaido Yamato. Well, there's still some amount of time. You might be able to get enough for maybe a discount. I don't even know if there are discounts on this. 34 to 28. I hate subtracting by 6. I think there's a discount on it. Yeah, there's discounts on this treasure map Sugo, so you might be able to get a discount or 2 out. Who knows? Okay, let's use Ohm. Marco. With Metroid Prime Remastered on Switch, you can finally play it. You didn't have a Game Sphere or a Wii. Yeah, I don't think I ever had the opportunity to play it on Wii. Trying to remember. But yeah, I don't think I ever... Because I don't remember ever seeing it in the stores that I would shop for Wii games. Did I leave this in? Yeah, this was not supposed to be in there. Unless I'm stupid. Pretty sure. Oh, no. Yeah, it is. Was supposed to be there. Yeah. They had the whole trilogy on Wii. Yeah. At this rate, it seems like they're probably going to... It's unfortunate that they only did the first one. I was kind of expecting a kind of trilogy remaster bundle, but they could definitely do the second and third games still, although the price is going to be pretty steep. But according to what I've heard about the remaster, it's a very well made remaster, so that's good. Like, they fixed the whole aiming issue, which I know a lot of people were very, very upset about when playing the game initially. So, recreated assets in high resolution. It's not just upscaling. Yeah, a lot of stuff is like actually remade in higher resolution. It runs at higher frame rate. Like, it hits, I think they said 960, 900p, 60 frames per second, which is not bad for a Nintendo Switch. I would still like Nintendo Switch to aim for 1080 60, but you know, what are you gonna do? Meanwhile, Bandai Namco is re-releasing their PlayStation 2 games, and not exactly doing anything to update them or make them modern. Mm-mm-mm. 60 times in typeless. I want to play the Kirby Return to Dreamland. That one should be fun. But plenty of games in my backlog, so I'm not going to be playing any of them anytime soon. Although I might buy a couple of them for my sister. Increases paralysis and increase damage taken duration by 5 turns. Reduces enemies increased defense duration by 5 turns, and removes poison duration. Fire Emblem Engage, where you're playing One Piece Odyssey and Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, that's a lot of new games. I haven't even bought any of those. I am probably not going to get the new Fire Emblem game at all because it feels a little too cash grabby. Hey, it's Emily. What's up? Cash grabby? Yeah, they released DLC like the same week the game came out. Like, it feels nostalgia baity. Talking about me yesterday, so you wanted to come by and say hi? Oh, well, nice of you to stop by. Thanks for hanging out. I cannot spell. Yvonne. You missed my long hair arc. Eric Dolo. Speaking of coming to say hi. How have you been doing, Eric Dolo? Thanks for the 26 months and welcome back to the solar system. I get new sub badges and stuff. And I think I have more spaces for sub emotes, but I gotta make them myself now, so. Just wanted to ask, I'm on your family Switch plan. Oh yeah, you are. If I gave you the money, would I upgrade to premium? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I just haven't because I have no reason to. Like, I told my sister because she wants to play Banjo-Kazooie that when she wants to play it, I would pay for it. Or I would do that, but I just haven't. Game Boy Advance stuff is why you want it. Yeah, if you want to play those, then I'd be able to just buy that. If HP is 50% or more. I'm forgetting. Yesterday's Direct was pretty good. Yeah. There was a lot of fun games in there. A lot of visual novels. The Spike Chunsoft, or whatever that company's name is, game. Waiting until they add Pokemon. Yeah. Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch Online thing would be really, really, really nice. Because I would love to play retro Pokemon games, like, in an official capacity. Budget Danganronpa. It's like, I don't know if I'd call it budget. It's definitely completely, like, as long as they keep it separate from Danganronpa, like, don't try to make it connected to Danganronpa. Just be like, have a cute, detective little, like, thing in its own world, be its own thing. You can use the same game mechanics, whatever. Just let it be its own thing. As long as they do that, then I'll be happy. But it's Spike Chunsoft, and who knows? Somebody Amigo coming back was surprising. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, what's next? Are they gonna do what is it, Space Force? Not Space Force. Is it Space Force 5? No. Space Channel 5. I have Space Force on the mind. Baten Kaitos 1 and 2. I'm not thrilled about the Baten Kaitos remasters. They're in the group of, it feels like Bandai made a remaster of a game. Although it's in the same vein as the Metroid one where they updated the graphics a lot. Like, the character models are completely different. The textures are redone. The UI looks a lot better, but the UI still looks like something from PlayStation 2 era. So, And then also, like, if you're going to remaster a game, do some quality of life stuff. Like, they didn't talk about if the performance was going to be better, if something else was going to be better. Like, they didn't say anything. They're just like, it's remastered. There you go. So, same thing with the Tales of Symphonia remaster. They didn't even update the graphics for that. That's like 1-to-1 the same game. It's basically a port. Yeah, like, make it worth re-releasing. Zine says hi. Well, say hi back. I don't know how to reply to that kind of thing. Like, XYZ says hi. It's like, all right, cool. Nice. Boost space attack. Oh my god. Oh god. Boosts base attack of fighter and powerhouse characters by 700 for 1 turn. I love that I have to double check everything because I can't trust myself. Clay. The GameCube version ran 60 FPS, which is still the best version. I mean, yeah, I don't doubt the performance is going to be good. I'll just miss you. Yeah. I just needed the space. And it's probably for the best, regardless. Separated by a semicolon because why not? For one turn otherwise. It's like I want to enjoy some of these remasters, but like I feel like I'm getting the unluckiest timing on all these games whenever I play a remaster or whenever I play a retro game. I played Tales of Symphonia, and then like a year later Tales of Symphonia remaster for Switch got announced, but thankfully it looks like nothing's changed. And then I played The Witcher 1, and then The Witcher 1 remake is supposedly coming out. Could head over to the stream. See you, Emily. Have a good time. Actually played Witcher 1. Yeah, it was surprisingly not that bad. Once you get past some of the rough combat, the story carries it, in my opinion. Like, doing quests and doing the stories, heard it's nigh unplayable. It's pretty boring gameplay-wise. You stand there, press left click, and sometimes cast a spell. Hey, Hychum. Like, that's about it. Oh. I think this is our first boost damage and stats. Modify buff. Buff enhancers. Base attack. Yeah, this is our first one. Increases boost effects by base. Back up. By plus 250. Thankfully, The Witcher 1 remake isn't coming out for a while. But also, I played Portal 1, and then Portal 1 RTX came out. Now I'm playing Yakuza, but I'm already playing the remaster of Yakuza, so I doubt they're going to be like, Yakuza 5, Kiwami, because they're already making like 4 other Yakuza games, or games in the Yakuza universe, so I think I'm safe there. And like Final Fantasy, I don't think they're ever going to remake any Final Fantasy game other than 7. Special, modify, buff enhance, base attack. Okay. What are you looking for? Increases boost effects of base attack. Is it just looking for base attack? Special. Base attack. Okay, I don't know what it is looking for. Thatcher. Alphabet. Okay. Base attack boost. That's what it's looking for. I'll just capitalize it. Why not? Now it should catch it. Okay, never mind. Why are you not catching it? Could have used negative look ahead, but some platforms doing either attack boosting buff or attack up or attack boost. As for attack, does not match base attack or status attack. Base attack boost. Base attack boost. Increases boost effect of... Oh, it's looking for the X, isn't it? Oh. I think it's looking for the X. If I do that. Yeah, that works. So for now, that'll have to work. You're sleeping, have a nice night. Good night. See ya, Jim. Back when I was talking with mom, so I was gonna say you're gonna start. Back was talking to your mom. You were gonna say you started Witcher 2 and beat it. Unfortunately, the Xbox version doesn't carry your choices over. It doesn't? It doesn't carry it over to Witcher 3? That's kind of weird. That is extremely weird. I'm surprised they didn't make sure that worked. I wonder if The Witcher 1 has any decisions that matter other than choosing between Shani and Triss. I think. Witcher 3, they ask you questions about 2, and that's how they incorporate it. Interesting. But it doesn't use your save file. Yeah, I'd imagine it just, like, reads if you have a save file in general, and then it, like, changes some dialogue or something like that. I know Yakuza will just, yeah, it like just reads your save file and just says, oh, you gave Albert to Triss or gave Albert to Shani. Because that's really the only big decision in Witcher 1. Other than like choosing your allegiance at the end. Whether you stay neutral and you bang the nurses, or you bang the leader of the High Guard or whatever, or you ally with the elves and bang the leader of the elves. There's only like 2 options. But the Albert decision doesn't actually matter. Like, it does not make a difference at the end. Which is kind of a bummer. Man, it really sucks that they're doing none of the... Like, none of the games or the books are being adapted into the TV show. Because I feel like Witcher 1 adapted into a TV show would have been really cool. But, I don't know. The whole thing they're doing with Yennefer in the TV show, I wasn't really interested in. It was kind of boring. Started 3, didn't get very far. And now the next gen update came out, so you should really go back now. Yeah, now that the next gen update is out, I'm definitely more likely to play Witcher 3. Because I was in the wheelhouse of I'm probably never gonna play Witcher because it's such a huge game. But I bit the bullet on one, and I really enjoyed it, so. But I enjoyed one. The story was cool. Two is way more playable from what you've seen. Yeah, they changed it from the because I think what happened with The Witcher 1 is that it started as a kind of Fallout-esque, like Fallout 1, Fallout 2-esque game where it's a top-down isometric. And then at some point early in development, they were like, let's make it third person rather than top-down second person. And they didn't change the gameplay. They still made it like point and click, essentially, for lack of a better term. Like, that's what the game feels like. You have Slotbind and Hunger. $50, $100, $100, $150, $200. One. Graphics update to 3 before the next gen update was massive from 2. Yeah. There was a pretty good amount of time between 2 and 3, though. And they've had a lot of time to work on Witcher 3. Like, they've released a lot of updates to Witcher 3 over time. Because Witcher 3 had a pretty rough release. Not as bad as Cyberpunk, but... Surprised you're able to finish Cyberpunk on release. It's in a much better state now. I mean, in terms of stability, yeah, but I'm still disappointed with what Cyberpunk was. They promised this, like, redefinition of the open world genre, and if I'm gonna be honest, Cyberpunk is not really what they promised. It's underdelivered. If they had said it's an open world game in the Cyberpunk world with the Cyberpunk aesthetic and stuff like that, I think people would have been happy, but they were kind of trying to push that they were going to revolutionize the open world genre somehow. But who knows? Maybe the expansion with Idris Elba will help. Who knows? Not even Keanu could save it. I feel like I heard an interview before Cyberpunk came out that, like, you would be able to romance Keanu Reeves, and then they cut it, like, right before the game released, because they're like, it just didn't make sense. I was like, man, they really dropped the ball on that. So many things they dropped the ball. He was disappointed, yeah. It's like, there's bringing celebrities into a game in order to have, like, star power. And then there's understanding when it might be excessive. And I think they mixed up which one is which, because it felt like they spent a lot of money on marketing and not a lot on polish. But now their DLC has Idris Elba, so who knows? Maybe they'll have solved their problems. Forty times non-type to all enemies. Changes all orbs, including lock orbs, into matching orbs. Attack down and despair by 5 turns. And locks all orbs. All orbs for 1 turn. Your captain is Powerhouse or Slasher, Boost Chain, and Boost Chain. Like, the whole putting Grimes and Elon Musk into Cyberpunk, I don't think was necessary. And I think is, like, the amount of money they probably paid to get Grimes and Elon in the Cyberpunk game probably was too much. If I had to guess, it was probably too much. I don't think they did it for free. You don't remember either of them? It was a side mission. I just remember it because they didn't... they made Grimes look like a robot and completely unrecognizable, and Elon Musk's, like, looked like Elon Musk. And the storyline was basically one of them was a philanthropist and one of them was a musician or a performer kind of thing. So they were just self-inserting. Like, they weren't playing characters. They were just themselves. They weren't acting. They were playing themselves. Sabo. I think Sabo does this. Yeah. Yeah, Sabo does what I want him to do. Adds 1.0, then 1.2. Edge Runner has a better story than 2077. Well, yeah. When you don't have to fit a 30 to 40 hour campaign into something like, and it's something they've done very well, like the whole cyber or sci-fi futuristic kind of world. Like Studio Trigger does good with that kind of stuff. Cyberpunk 2077 was CD Projekt Red's first sci-fi game. For Studio Trigger, that's their bread and butter. I mean, look at what they did to Star Wars, and they're probably going to do again, because I think they announced Star Wars Visions 2. Oops, not 23, 2. You didn't dislike 2077, you had fun with how wonky it was. Yeah, it's fun, it's just... the game could have come out 10 years ago. Kind of fun. Like, the way I play games is I look at similar games in the same genre, and 2077 is very much alike to, like, GTA and Red Dead Redemption and, like, Yakuza to some extent, where it's like, what did, like, they should be doing something that, like, those games haven't done, because there's been like 10 years since those games came out. But, you know, they didn't. Second volume of Star Wars Visions will release May 4th. Oh, hey. But it looks like Trigger's not doing anything for it. Cartoon Saloon, Punk Robot, MR Studio, Aardman, Triggerfish, Dart, Studio La Cachette, 88 Pictures, and El Guri Studios. So it looks like there's not any Japanese ones, except for Dart. These are like, I don't know, they're all over the place. South Africa, South Korea, Spain, Ireland, France. Nice. Do I think a lot of that is because it had to come out on Xbox One and PS4 too? I mean, I don't know. Because the PC version didn't even run. Like, PC barely ran. Xbox One and PS4... I know PS4 had a lot of issues. I don't remember if Xbox One did. But, I mean, yeah. The more platforms you have to support, the harder it is to make a game that plays in general. Unless you're Forspoken, then apparently you make it run like trash on everything, except for one platform. Although I think Forspoken is only PlayStation and PC. Which is wild. PlayStation 5 and PC, and it only runs on PlayStation 5. The PC version barely runs unless you have a NASA computer. So, yeah, that's Forspoken. I'm always baffled at how consistently Square Enix manages to screw up their own games. But then everyone hits me with the, it's not Square Enix, it's one of Square Enix's studios. And I'm like, Square Enix still chose to publish the game. At any point, they could have been like, this game's canceled. Been hearing a lot of mixed reviews about Forspoken. Forspoken is, we started with a cool concept, and then we didn't really put too much thought into it after the initial inception of the idea. Because there's a lot of cool ideas, like it's a superhero open world game, which there's not many of those anymore. A lot of the open world games are like Assassin's Creed, where you're not really a superhero, you're kind of a stealthy guy, stuff like that. Actual gameplay and flow of combat is fun. I've heard the flow of combat is passable. The only fun is like sort of the traversal element, and then the dialogue is half-assed, cringy, for lack of a better term, etc. It's jarring. Unimmersive. And the story is just not very believable. I watched the Kinda Funny review about it, and they're like, yeah, the story, like, the main character is not interesting. And they don't make the main character redeemable in any way. Like, they just sort of make you... They create this main character that makes you want to feel bad for them, but then they don't give you any reason to actually feel bad about them, ever. What game came out of nowhere is incredible? Hi-Fi Rush? Yeah, I need to play Hi-Fi Rush. I watched so many people playing it, and it looks really good. It looks extremely good. It's like $30 on Steam, right? So when it goes on sale... Deluxe Edition Upgrade Pack. What does the Deluxe Edition give you? Outfits, t-shirts, skin, 20,000 gears. Each of the Chai outfits includes an alternate robot arm, scarf, jacket, trousers, which can be mixed and matched. Are these exclusive things? Yeah, they're probably exclusive cosmetics. But yeah. It probably won't go on sale for a while. It's a $30 game. Yeah, but I'm poor. I don't have money. It's like Devil May Cry, Sunset Overdrive. Yeah. It's a very cool ARPG style. I love what they did with the music integration with the world. Like, I think that's super creative and, like, really well done. Like, I can't think of many other games that do that other than Bullet Hells. And it's not even in the boss fights that the music flows, it's even like the platforming, which, like, Mario doesn't even do that. Like, you would think that a game like Mario would have rhythm-based platforming, but they don't. I'm trying to think of a game that has rhythm-based platforming, and I think there might have been an old PlayStation platformer that had it, but I don't think there is. Where the entire world is set to the music kind of thing. And the music's really good, even the DMCA free ones. So, yeah, Hi-Fi Rush is definitely, I mean, it's probably going to be game of the year for a lot of people. Seven ads? Oh, God. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't do anything about ads. Twitch chooses how many ads I get, and I can't do anything about it. Two more, almost there. Maybe one day Twitch will have skippable ads. You're back. Nice. Yeah, Twitch gives me zero control over that, which is really dumb. So. Hi-Fi Rush has really cool references to different media. I heard there is a Persona reference, Yakuza references, Evil Within references, which I definitely want to play Evil Within. I'm sure there's probably a Ghostwire Tokyo reference in there. Yeah, I also heard about the Xenogears reference. So I'm gonna have to look for a spoiler-free walkthrough or spoiler-free guide when I play Hi-Fi Rush, so that way I don't miss any of that stuff. Unless you can return to areas or something like that, although I probably won't do that. It would be cool to just play through it once. I'm honestly surprised that Atlas hasn't teased Persona 6 being in development yet. You were watching on Twitch, so you didn't hear any of the licensed music, but the original songs for it sounded good. A lot of the people that have played it have said that they preferred the unlicensed, or well, the DMCA free music. Like, it's cool that they have the actual music, but having the DMCA free music felt like better. Whoops. 80 in side image. And it's so weird that that came out of Bethesda. Like, it is Bethesda post merger, but for the years that I've known Bethesda as Bethesda, they've had a lot of pretty, like, gritty games. Yeah, not only is it a fully functional, not really buggy game at all, I'm sure there are probably some glitches and stuff, but nothing crazy. Like, it runs perfect for most people. But, like, the tone of it is so different. Yeah, it's colorful, it's vivid, it's theme, it's like stylized. It's goofy in a good way. The dialogue makes sense with the characters, etc. Burn duration by 5 turns and decreases enemies percent damage in 5 turns. Like, it's funny just how different it is from the Skyrims and the Fallouts and even the, like, Wolfenstein. Like, Wolfenstein is on the funnier side of Bethesda games, but, like, they also did Deathloop and, like, and Dishonored. I think Dishonored was Bethesda, right? Yeah. So it's like for the past, like, 2 decades that I've known Bethesda, like, they've been doing lots of these, like, very, very, like, seriously toned things. And then it's like, from the people who make Evil Within, a horror game, comes Hi-Fi Rush that they've apparently been working on for years. Like, it's so interesting. It's very cool. Like, that is, like, I'd love to talk to the people who developed it, because they probably have so much that they'd want to say about it. Boosts color affinity of there's by 2x 1 turn. Ripping bladed claws. So it gives me a lot of encouragement from Bethesda in terms of that. And if that's the kind of thing that, because that must have been a passion project game, and they've been with Microsoft for a while, but if, I'm guessing they didn't think that would have been possible to make that game without being under the Microsoft umbrella. Like, that's how it feels. I don't think we would have seen that game if they weren't under the Microsoft umbrella. So, if that's the kind of thing that Bethesda can put out under the Microsoft umbrella, I'm excited to see what Blizzard might be able to put out underneath the Microsoft umbrella. If Sony ever decides to stop being a stick in the mud and actually lets that deal go through. But Sony is trying their best to not let that deal go through. Especially after they bought um, Destiny 2. And Bungie. So, not a financial expert, but why is it when Sony buys game developers, everyone is fine with it, but when Microsoft wants to do it, suddenly it's an issue? It's because Microsoft is bigger. Microsoft as a game studio is bigger than Sony. And there's like a couple arguments. There's the Sony purists who are like, they buy PlayStation because they think it's better than the Xbox, which in some cases it is. And because Xbox for God knows how many years had 0 exclusive games. So there was no reason to buy an Xbox. You would just buy a PlayStation, and a lot of those games, like, you'd lose out on Halo and Gears of War, and that's about it. Like, there was really no reason to get an Xbox. But PlayStation had all these, like, fantastic first player experiences, and it created the whole console war that doesn't need to exist and all this other stuff. But they're used to Sony having exclusives, and then Microsoft having exclusives threatens what they understand the games industry market being, because Nintendo has exclusives and they have their own hardware. Sony has exclusives and they have their own hardware. And then Xbox was there and they weren't really pushing out games that were exclusive. And now they've got, and they still aren't. All Xbox games are going to be on PC. So they're still not technically making exclusive games. But they're not putting their games on PlayStation all the time. Like, you see, like, I imagine Elder Scrolls and whatever the next Fallout game, those will probably see PlayStation Play and Nintendo Switch Play. I can definitely see that. But even Call of Duty, if the Activision deal goes through. But they're afraid of a lot of these, like, Hi-Fi Rush games and a lot of these, like, breakout successes coming from Microsoft to start, or if they pull Elder Scrolls from PlayStation, one of the best-selling games of all time, right? Like, there's a reason why they've sold Elder Scrolls Skyrim like 15 different times. It sells. And then there's the people who are so used to they're so used to Sony having exclusives that they don't realize that Sony has had worse exclusive, like, predatory practices than Microsoft has ever had. Because, like, how many times have you played a game where it's like, oh, if you get this game on PlayStation, you get an extra story expansion. Or if you get this game on PlayStation, you can play as a different character. Like, I can name 2 games right now that have features like that. Like, Sony has done things where it's like, we want people to be buying PlayStation to play games on PlayStation, and we are willing to pay developers to implement content that would be exclusive to PlayStation. But Microsoft has never done that. And that's what people are afraid of, is Microsoft starting to do that. But still, Microsoft is much bigger than Sony in terms of video games. Sony may be one of the big 3, but in terms of actually making games, Microsoft has their hand in a lot of pots, and they have a lot more studios. Sony has like 7, and Microsoft has like 40. Like, Microsoft has Minecraft. Like, that's how much of a gap there is in terms of the kind of stuff that they have. Like, one of the most played games of all time is Minecraft, and Microsoft owns that. Although I have not been thrilled with what they've done with Minecraft, so. like the new like Minecraft spin-off games are cool, but like they dropped, I don't know. It feels weird, some of those other games, because the original Minecraft game gets an update about once a year. Those games got like 3 updates in a year, and then they got nothing for like 2 years. And then the base Minecraft game is having issues because they're like, well, we want to do XYZ, but we really can't for whatever reason. And they're delaying content and not putting in content and just like making excuses and not really being like, we bit off more than we can chew. And they blame the community, being like, everyone who plays Minecraft in the Minecraft community had too high of expectations from this update, and that's why you're upset. It's like, no, you overpromised. They had a cyberpunk moment where they overpromised. And they just can't admit that they had a cyberpunk moment. And now I'm ranting about Minecraft. But yeah, there's a lot of virtue signaling on the side of Sony. Or at least what appears to be virtue signaling about stuff like the Activision Microsoft merger. Because Sony is as guilty, if not more guilty, of the stuff that they're accusing Microsoft of doing. Virtue signaling. They're basically saying, like, Microsoft having a monopoly is bad, but also don't look at us. We definitely don't have a monopoly. We disagree with monopolies, and we don't think it's, like, we don't try to have predatory practices that are not really fair market competition. Like paying developers to put extra content in games that becomes exclusive for PlayStation. Like Harry Potter. Having extra quests that are only available on PlayStation. Or that Marvel Avengers game having Spider-Man only playable on PlayStation. And now that game's dead. Like, Marvel Avengers is dead. You didn't know that about Hogwarts Legacy? Yep. There's an exclusive quest line, or multiple exclusive quest lines that are only on PlayStation. There's also, like, PlayStation limited edition controllers, but I don't really care about limited edition controllers because that's hardware. Like, or that's accessory hardware. PlayStation also doesn't like crossplay, which is inherently FOMO because they're basically saying, oh, if you have a friend who's playing whatever game and they're on PlayStation, you can't play with them unless you're on PlayStation, except for games like Fortnite, where they made sure that happened and supported crossplay, because Fortnite's core tenant is crossplay. Like, it would be kind of dumb if Fortnite didn't have crossplay, considering they are the crossover game, like, hard Like, full stop. They are the crossover game. Most of your friends have Xboxes. One has PS5. It sucks that most games don't have crossplay. Some games will do it, but there was at some point there was like PlayStation had a stance where it would not support crossplay with Xbox and Nintendo and PC. But then they've loosened that a bit because they were kind of getting pressured by everyone in the industry to be like, why aren't you just allowing crossplay? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, there's no world where that makes sense. And it took them a while, but they eventually allowed crossplay. But there was a period of time where Sony was like, we don't want crossplay. And they were like convincing people that they were trying to convince the players that crossplay was bad or something like that. It was really weird. But they abandoned that pretty quickly, thankfully. Deals 50. To all enemies. But yeah, like, my neighbor has an Xbox, but he doesn't play any video games, so he has it as like a smart TV hub kind of thing, which honestly is, I wish I could buy a non-smart TV because I bet I would save like $100 because I could just plug in my PlayStation to it and get all those smart TV functions out of it, because smart TVs are slow. Like, they do not run that quickly, and my smart TV is not that old and it's having issues. Special cooldown of not sex, dex. Dex shooters cerebral characters by 1 turn. Changes. You have a 4K smart TV, but it's not connected to the internet at all. Use your Xbox for Twitch, YouTube, and stuff. Yeah. My smart TV, despite updating it, does not have like a Twitch app or anything like that. So I can't watch Twitch or anything. Just block orbs of Dex, Shooter, and Cerebral. But if I had an Xbox, Xboxes update all the time, and they have the Twitch app or whatever app that I want. But also, I don't use video streaming services that much anymore. And Game Pass, yeah. I will definitely get Game Pass once they integrate Game Pass into Steam. That's all I want. If they make it so if I own Game Pass, then I can install games through Steam and get like Steam achievements. It shows up on my Steam account as me playing it, etc., etc. I will buy Game Pass immediately. But who knows when, if that will ever happen. Matching orbs reduces enemies barrier duration by... Why 1 turn? Why not like 3 turns? How can you give me the money for Nintendo Switch Online Premium? You could do it through PayPal. That'd probably be the easiest, I think. I have Zelle. Nope, I do not. I don't think so. I don't use cash transfer apps usually. It's available through banking app. Yeah, I don't know if my bank will support it. Because I technically don't have a bank. I have a credit union. So I need to see if they support it. It looks like they do. I go to my banking app. Built into my banking app. Okay. You don't have PayPal or you'd use that? It seems like they support it. I'd have to log in though. Hold on 1 second. Oh, that's right. I had it set up to fingerprint log me. Log me in. Give me a text with my login. Eventually I will get the code. Send money with Zelle. Okay, it's showing me a blank screen. Oh no, there we go. God, this website is slow. It's slow as hell. Let me know how much a year is. Nintendo Switch Online. I should be able to upgrade because I have normal Nintendo Switch Online. So let me see how much they're charged for the upgrade. So that, because compare plans. This is individual, the family. That would be that much. I should be able to upgrade. Yeah, I can upgrade it. They're saying $48. Because I think it just renewed recently. Yeah, I need to set up the Zell thing. It's just taking a while to send me all the verification text messages and stuff. But yeah, it's $48.58. But if you just want to send me like 40 or 45 or whatever, that's fine. Send 50. Okay. Whatever you're good with. That one. I guess you would need my phone number. Yeah, that's fine. Whoops. Yeah, I'll send it in a Twitch message. Let me... Alright, don't give this to anyone. Although I'll probably change my phone number in a couple years. Alright, there you go. I whispered it to you on Twitch. Do I have to accept it? Like, do I have to authorize the transfer or something like that? My name that I used? I didn't use a name, I just logged in. Just goes through automatically. Yeah, I didn't put in a name. Like, it didn't ask me for like a username or a settings. I need to enroll? Oh no, that's to receive it through my email. Yeah, no. Is it? Alright, well then I guess it's gonna know my full name. That sucks. It needs my name? Or do you just need it to verify that you're sending it to the right person? What did I say? Do you need my name, or do you just need it to verify that you're sending it to the right person? Because it didn't ask me for a username or anything like that. Just to verify? Okay, I'll type that in too. I'm not... Well, I might as well, because it's going to tell you. Okay, definitely don't say that to anybody. My phone number, like... I don't really care too much if you give that to somebody, but my name... No, 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 no. Oh, yeah. You just want to pay me. I should probably... Because I don't think you have seen my dog. Dog's not here. But I have the next best thing. A Photoshop of my dog as an astronaut. This is my dog. His name is Kuma. He is a very dumb dog. I have to keep this up here because I showed it to him once and he got scared. So... He's not terribly bright. And he doesn't come up here because we have carpeted floors and he likes to run around in the mud. So, he is a troublemaker. But yeah, he's a good boy. I did whisper the name. In the same place that I sent my phone number. You boost dex shooters. Or you support dex shooters. And Izo is not as good as I was hoping he would be. Kind of meh. 4, 5, 7, 9, 11. 11. There we go. Marco. Whitey Bay. Marshall D. Teach. And Izo. Weird that we never got, like, a full name for Izo. But, like, I assume Whitey Bay's full name is Whitey Bay. Don't need to do that there. Oh, cool, I got it. I think. Recipients. Activity. Yeah, went through. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me do that real quick. Here's my wallet. Yeah, it got to me. I got it. My phone got a text message, so that's why I was checking it. Purchase. Nintendo Switch Online. Oh, I need to log in. Nice. Yeah, no problem. And it gives me a chance to play Banjo-Kazooie on not my Nintendo 64, so I don't have to mess with 15 different cable adapters to try to get my Nintendo 64 working. Hold on a second. Guess I've used, okay. I've been paying for it for a while now. Yeah, but I would be paying for it anyway. It's not like you're forcing me to pay for it. Although I haven't been playing too many Switch games recently. I need a coin. Do I not have a coin? Okay, I'll just use a knife. A knife is basically a coin. Sorry, I have one of these scratch off things that I need to do. Because I want to see, because I bought a Nintendo eShop card. I want to see if I can pay for the Nintendo Switch Online with the eShop card at least or something. So that way I don't spend another 50 bucks. Because I bought this eShop card and it's 50 bucks, so if I can use it for the upgrade, that'd be cool. Yeah. And I think it does, because it renewed recently and my balance is 0. So I'm pretty sure it uses that balance. So let me put a Sharpie and just mark that I used up this card. So that way I can throw it out. I should just throw them out, but I'm paranoid that I'll accidentally throw out one that has money on it. All right. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Now I should be good. Mm-hmm. let me switch back to desktop. That one. There we go. What is that noise? Keep on hearing banging coming from downstairs. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Nice. That works. I can use those eShop gift cards for that. That's cool. So I should get those when those are on sale. I hope it went through. Yeah, it went through. I don't know if it will take a minute, but it says that I can just go ahead and download the Sega Genesis, N64, and Game Boy Advance thing. God, I wish that stupid N64 controller was in stock. I want that N64 controller. Playing Mario 64 on a Pro controller feels so weird. The 64 controller is so wonky. I got used to it because that was my only console other than... I had the Dreamcast and the N64, so I got used to that pretty quickly. Like, for what it is, it makes sense. Like, for how they wanted to use it. Why does that happen? Am I clicking? Am I, like, middle clicking or something? I don't know what I'm doing. Probably middle clicking on accident. You have 3 hands, sure. No, you put one hand on the outside. I need to look at it. Yeah. You put one hand on the right so that your thumb is on D-pad and A and B. And then you put your second hand between the 2 notches on the left. And it can do, I guess that's the C directional pad. And then you can do the D-pad and that. Although my hands are big, so I can reach the stick from either my left or right hand with how I held the controller. But also it's Bluetooth, which is the biggest thing that I like about it. It's Bluetooth and it charges with USB-C, which is very cool. You were a kid so you couldn't reach. My hands were pretty big as a kid. I think my hands were like as big as my brother's hands, and he was a couple years older than me. I should let my sister know that she can play Banjo-Kazooie now. be more interested in their SNES controller. I got their SNES controller and their NES one. It's somewhere. Yeah, it's somewhere. I packed up most of my controllers because they were getting too cluttered. So they're in a shopping bag right now. I'm not going to go digging through it to find them. But yeah, I got the SNES and the NES controllers. I used the SNES one for when I was playing Mario Maker. God, so many painful Mario Maker memories. When I realized I wasn't actually that good at Mario. Good times. Normal, power, full. Silence, 60%. I wish they would make free-to-play characters have actually half-decent rumble abilities. Gotta go buy your grandma's dinner. No problem, Katsu. Have fun at dinner. Starting to stream more regularly, so hopefully we'll see each other again sometime. I'm probably gonna be ending soon anyways, because I need to go feed my dog as well. Puma do be liking the food. .9 level 2. 1. 1.1. 3. 2. 3. 1.3 level 4. 1.4 level 4. 1.5. 5. 6. Level 6. 158. 167. Attack and HP fighter powerhouse. .819. The Whitey Bay is all stats slasher powerhouse. So she's by 50. Slasher Powerhouse, and then this should be by 60. Marco 60, yeah, okay. Each has 4 times. Each actually has this. 8 to 1. With this atrocity of a thing. (0,4). There, done. Specials are going to be a little bit weird. Actually, shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, this actually shouldn't be too bad. Zero, 1, 2. Three, 7, 2, 7. Eight, 1, 9. P multiplier 1 equal to get up percent health less than equal to 50, then HP is 50 or more. Oh. Okay, so then if it's less than 50, it's 1000, else 700. It's not chain addition, it's back base. Do I have that defined? I probably don't. Hey Leafy, what's up? Using the back. How surprising was the Versus Legend? Versus Legend wasn't that surprising. I knew that they aren't like retiring Versus units. It's always whenever the community says that something is impossible, that's when Bandai will do it. Honestly, I don't think I need to do this way. Let's just do it this way. I think I will keep it like this. Do I want to keep it like this? I don't know. Because technically... I mean, it'll just use the stronger base attack boost. But being able to turn off his base attack boost would be nice. So maybe if I just do turning off and on. Yeah. Maybe I'll just turn on and off base attack boost. Because everything else is HP based, so why not just disable it and enable it? Then it would be... Player 2, gonna be this, 250, 0, but less than and equals to... Zero and 1. Honestly, I could just multiply it by that. I don't need to do array, but this is fine. Oh no, I do need to do an array because 0 is on. So, okay, that works. I'm okay with that. In addition, this one is just going to be 1 multiplier, but this is another weird one. Actually, p dot captain dot class has slasher powerhouse, then it's going to be 1 or 1.2 p dot else it's 0. And 1.0, 1.2 x chain addition. It'll be fun seeing what changes they're going to make to a 6+ dual unit though, because that should be coming up if what we are seeing is correct. Okay, then this one doesn't need levels. One can just be multiplier, captain, type. Oops. Equals dex or psi, then 2 else 1.75. Also, attack base needs to be fighter powerhouse. And then this one is affinity for slasher. And striker. Okay. And you don't have any special that I need to worry about. Okay, so to do, make attack base plus work. I think that's it. Is I gotta make that attack base plus work. But I'm gonna call it here because I need to go feed my dog. So thanks everyone for coming out. I appreciate it. A lot of people came by today, so that was fun. Old faces, new faces. I will be back tomorrow. I don't think I'll be streaming later today. I'm gonna just finish up the database update and then I'll probably play like some small game. So, not Final Fantasy or anything like that. But I'll probably be playing Final Fantasy tomorrow. So, that'll be fun. Let's see if there's anyone that I can raid quickly. X-rayed crystal. Why not? Alright. Thanks everyone for coming out again. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.